Hi YouTube, this is Cami again, and I'm coming at you here from the house, and I'm so excited because I've been tagged in my very first collaboration by Mama Bear Preparedness, and the subject of the collaboration is coming up. Say hey, Rosebud. Rosebud, say hey to everybody. Say nope, I'm not gonna do it. Anyway, the subject of the collaboration is $5 budget meals, and boy have I got a good one for you. So anyway, I just want to take this moment to thank Mama Bear Preparedness for inviting me to the collaboration, and I hope you all go over and check out her channel. She has a great channel, and she has the cutest little cutie pie boy that you've ever seen. He's just adorable, and she has some good content over there. But anyway, I'll meet you in the kitchen and we'll see what's cooking. Okay, see you in there. So what I'm making today is I'm kind of just coming up with an idea. I've made this before with rice, but I thought it would be good with some macaroni elbow noodles for a change. And basically what we're making is a casserole with chicken, broccoli, noodles, and cheese, and then some other goodness to kind of incorporate in there. But as you can see at Piggly Wiggly, I was able to find this, Rosebud is running through, by the way. Anyway, I was able to find this chicken for $2.97, and it's two breasts, but what I'm going to do is cut these in chunks to distribute throughout the casserole. So let me go ahead and get that done, and then I'll bring you right back for the next step. Okay, so now I have my meat cut. I'm going to set that aside for just a second. And also, while I was off the camera, I also went ahead and got my oven preheating to 375. Now, the next thing I'm going to add to my little mixture, and I'm not sure this bowl is going to be big enough. I may need a bigger bowl. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back with a bigger bowl. Sometimes you just underestimate the size of all that you're going to put in. I'm going to make a mixture, and this is some of my home canned chicken stock. Now, if you bought that in the store, honestly, I don't even know how much it would be. But what you could do, I guess, is you could use like the granules or something like that. I guess if I was going to count it, I would be maybe $1. I honestly don't know. And I may have to add a little bit of water, we'll see. And then this I'm going to add is a can of broccoli cheese. You know, the Campbell's, great for cooking, condensed. I would make some cream sauce without this, but I'm trying to be realistic here, and you know, this is the cream sauces or the cream soups is something that a lot of people have in their pantry. You may not have broccoli cheese, but you could use whatever kind you want it to. I want to get rid of this, and this was a good way to get rid of it. But you could use cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, cream of celery would be delicious. You know, I have this in my pantry, and this would be a good way to use it. It's a little bit, ugh, how that comes out so easy. And then I'm going to add I have Daisy sour cream. Now, I buy a lot of stuff in bulk, and you may not buy things in bulk, or you may. But I looked on Walmart's website, and for 8 ounces, it would be $1.38. And I'm not going to use that much. Literally, as it says, I'm just going to use a dollop. You know, well, maybe 2. Maybe that would be 4 ounces, so you could maybe divide that. Anyway, and then for some seasonings, I'm going to add salt. I mean, not salt, excuse me. I'm going to add pepper and 2 ingredients that most people have in their pantry. And I'm not going to count these because, I mean, it's literally sprinkles. And so I don't even know how you would count that. A penny a piece. So, you know. And the other thing is garlic. I'm not going to count that either because that's literally not much. I don't know why I have that. Anyway, or that. Oh, for my cheese. Anyway, I'm going to mix this up. And it doesn't have to be to where it's just smooth because it's all going to melt. You just kind of want to get it all incorporated with each other. And if this ends up not being enough to cover everything, then hey, I'll take my jar that I had my chicken stock in and I'll add water. But you just kind of want to get everything incorporated like that. Okay, so let me put that aside for a minute and hopefully not drop it. Now the next thing that I want to do is take my casserole dish, and this is just like a 9 by 13. And I have a video, one of the first videos that I did, where I showed that I like to keep my butter wrappers for occasions like this. And I just rub it. And that'll get you that, you know, that'll get you some butter on the bottom. And it's just one more way to not waste. And that's enough. You don't need it to where it's just saturated in the butter. So that'll be enough for that. And then my macaroni noodles that I'm going to use. Now, some people may say, oh my Lord, she's not going to cook those. No, I'm not going to cook those. I don't want to go through all that when it's going to be cooking in the oven. You know, I figure if you can do ready cook lasagna, then you can do these little noodles. And I've done it before. You know, you put rice like that. So why not? The key to any kind of dish like this is that you have to have enough liquid. And if you have enough liquid, it's going to cook just like, you know, just like it would if it was on the top of the stove. And this, like I said, I buy in bulk, but I think you could probably get this at Walmart or somewhere, maybe for $1.90 something cents. I'll have to check that out. But anyway, and then the other thing that we're going to use is, like I said, I buy in bulk, is I have some cheddar cheese here, and I'm going to put this on top. I think probably you could get 2 cups if you used Kraft, one of those, maybe for $2.50. But when you buy it like this, it is cheaper. So I'm not totally sure how much that would be. That's what I'm going to look up too. But remember, this is a dish that is going to feed a lot of people. This is the whole meal too. And I also buy my broccoli in bulk, and I did see that Walmart brand you can get a little bag of broccoli for 98 cents. I did see that. I'm not using all of this broccoli, and I'm going to just put it in this mixture. Uh-oh, there went my little jar thing. I'm just going to add enough in here to get our vegetable serving, you know. And that'll be good. And you could omit that if you wanted to. You could omit the broccoli. I don't know why you would. But you could omit the broccoli and then just serve it or another vegetable to the side. But I like it. And so, you know, I think it'll be good. So I'm going to pour this mixture on my noodles. And like I said, the main thing with this, with our noodles is that we've got to make sure that everything's coated. And I have some, as you can see, that aren't coated. I may add a little water to that. Let me see what it looks like when I mix it all up here. Okay. That one's stuck together. That might work. We'll see. And then I've got my chicken I've got to deal with. I am going to just sprinkle some pepper little bit of the onion powder. Now, and if you weren't trying to do this for $5, I mean, you could add whatever seasonings you wanted to, you know. Make it different, give it all kinds of spices and whatever. But I'm trying to be just basic, just to show what you can do with just having some of the just minimum spices in your pantry. And I'm just going to kind of poke those in. It's okay if they're out some, and if they're, you know, you just want to just kind of spread them all out. I think this is going to be delicious, and this is going to be nice because when I put this in the oven, I've got some things I've got to go outside and do to help the husband. We're woefully behind on some of the outside chores, and we've got a lot of projects that we're hoping to get done this year. So, you know, kind of like all of us. We're all in that situation. Okay, let me wash my hands since I've been dealing with this raw chicken. Because you know, when you're dealing with raw chicken, you don't want nothing. You don't want that to go anywhere. I can go ahead and put that in there too. Okay. So, the only thing I have left to do is I want to add my cheese on top. And like I said, you could get 2 cups of cheese for maybe $2.50. You know, if you got Kraft, but I don't have Kraft. I have this Members Mark from Sam's, which is, and when you buy in bulk, you know it's always cheaper. But I'm just going to sprinkle this around, and I might not even need 2 cups. So you could have that as half. And you know, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for just 1 cup, and we'll bake this, and then we'll see. Let me get that off of there. Then we'll see if we need another cup. We might want to, if this goes in to the into the mixture and we don't see cheese on top, then yeah, we'll put some more, because you know what? You always want some cheese. If you like cheese, you know you want some cheese, and guess what? I like cheese. I'm going to just, as one little last thing, because I like pepper too, I'm going to add just a little bit of pepper on top. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this in aluminum foil. Do you hear that? Is that not perfect timing? Oven just went off. I'm going to wrap this in aluminum foil, and I'm going to start off, and like I said, 375 degrees, and I'm going to start off with this covered at 45 minutes, and then in 45 minutes I'm going to check it and see where we're at. Okay? Y'all go do something. Go drink some sweet tea. Okay? Bye. I've taken my casserole out of the oven, and the noodles are perfect. It looks really good, but I'd like to have a little bit of that crispy kind of cheese on top. So I'm going to take just a little bit of the cheese that I had in the refrigerator and just sprinkle that on there, and then look at all that. Look at how good that looks. And then I'm going to put it back in the oven just for about 5 to 10 minutes, just to get that kind of golden cheesy top, and then we'll see what it looks like then. Okay, so there it is. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? And this is literally a, you know, a 1-pot meal. You can add bread, you could add a salad to it if you wanted to, but honestly, you could just put that on your plate and be done with it. And there you go. Okay, so let's plate this up and see what we get. Sorry, I had to look at that. And like I said, the noodles are done. They're just as tender, and chicken's done, broccoli's done, and there you go, look at that. So I'm gonna go eat and then I'll come back to talk to you. If you have some bread, it can be anything. It can be hot dog buns, hamburger buns. These are some hoagie rolls that we had left. Anything that you have like that, even if it's sandwich loaf, I mean, you could do that. I usually have something like this hanging around that needs to get used. Just all you need is about a tablespoon or so, a pat or two of butter, and just melt it. And then all you have to do after that is just add some seasonings to it. You know, it's just whatever you want to add, whatever you think will complement your meal. For this particular one, I added, after I that one's getting all the goodness, isn't it? That'll be mine. After you add all of the, after you melt the butter, then just add, add your seasonings. I added a little bit of garlic powder. You don't want a lot, just a little bit. And I also added a little bit of basil because I think that just really, that's just a really good complement to garlic bread. But anyway, this is just a little bonus. Most of you have done this before several times and could give me tips, but I just thought I'd share it for those who may have forgotten it or may have never thought about doing this before. But anyway, I'm just going to put it in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes. I'll just watch it. You can, you'll know when your bread looks to the consistency, to the brownness that you like. But anyway, that's just a little extra something. So what'd you think of my chicken, broccoli, macaroni noodle casserole bake? Anyway, doesn't it look delicious? And when you add that bread with it, even though that's a few cents more, it's just some good comfort food. And you know what? Like I said, with the bread, use whatever you have. Don't let hamburger buns or hot dog buns, hoagie buns, don't let anything like that go to waste. Onion rolls, you can reuse it. If not a slider or something like that, then always you can use it as some good garlic bread. Anyway, I'm going to insert right here, if I can make myself do it correctly, if I know what I'm doing. I'm going to insert all of my breakdowns for what I spent, and after that, we'll see who I'm going to tag, okay? Here's the breakdown. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed our meal. We enjoyed it. It was really good. Sorry, I know I've changed my outfit, but I've been outside working. But anyway, say hello. Say hello. Rosebud wants to say hello. Anyway, the 3 channels that I'm tagging for this challenge are Renee at Little Village Homestead, and let's see, Keto Country Homestead, and PG Nano Farm. And I'll give you all of the information down in the comments so that you can go check out what they're cooking in their kitchen. And please go and support all of the channels that have participated in this really great collaboration. There's so many different things that you can eat and you can make for your family for $5, and that's a lot of money saved. Anyway, I appreciate you for stopping by. If you like what we do here, just give us a like, a share, a thumbs up, and please remember to press the notification bell so that you'll know when we're doing something else here at the house. But anyway, Rosebud says, well, we'll see you later. Thanks for dropping by. Y'all have a blessed week.